name is Steve Quackenbush, a very proud Army veteran. And if I knew I could have worn my headgear, I would have, because I got a lot of things on me I like to show off, including a mountain tab. And I saw a gentleman back here who had a mountain tab on his headgear. It was 10th Mountain Light Infantry. My God, this ain't gonna work. 10th Mountain Light Infantry, 1st Cavalry Division, 25th ID, Infantry Division, which I also saw 25th. I was a Wolfhound. I was in 87 to 94, so I'm a youngin'. And I was only a captain, so I go off the cuff. I know General, you're much more structured, but I'm a little more off the cuff. Seat of my pants, if you will.
You obviously don't know me then.
I hope to get to know you on a flight. So just really quickly, I just wanted to talk about Marvin Cantor. Marvin was about as proud a Navy vet as you're going to run into. He told me many a story about when he was getting ready to go into war. He tried at 16, got in at 17. He told his dad, I want to be a Marine. And his dad said, do you want stale crackers, muddy water, and mud in your britches, or do you want three hots in a cot? He says, I'm going Navy. So he went Navy. At basic training, they all lined up by the pool. I think you remember pool day. And we all lined up by the pool. And drill instructor said, get in the pool. He got in the pool. Problem is, he didn't get out of the pool by himself. He went straight to the bottom. And the drill pulled him out and said, Cantor, why didn't you tell us you couldn't swim? He said, you didn't ask. You said get in the pool. So they said, you can stay in the Navy as long as you learn how to swim. So after training every day, he went to the pool, and he couldn't swim a lick. So he was at the gym, and he saw a sailor look kind of like him and said, hey, if I give you $5 in my dog tags, will you take the swimming test for me? And he said, sure. And $5 in 1944, that was a pretty good penny. You get a few Coca-Colas for that. He went in, passed. Marvin Cantor became a sailor. He was a 20-millimeter gunner on a Liberty ship that went around the globe twice and was followed by U-boats on a couple of occasions. He never knew how to swim. But that life jacket was tight, I would say. But we love Marvin. He was one of our ambassadors. Real quick, how many folks here have been on an honor flight? Oh my goodness, that makes me feel good. Thank you, sir. And how many folks here have kept the secret? You kept the honor flight secret. Okay. Many people ask about honor flight and they say, I've been to Washington, I've seen the memorials, I know what it's all about, I want to save that seat for someone who hasn't seen it, or someone World War II vet, or I don't want to take a seat from a Korean War vet. You will not take that seat. Once you get that phone call, it's your seat. And if you've seen the memorials, that's great, but I always say honor flight is beyond granite, it's beyond marble. There's a special, and I'm a very pragmatic individual, but really I can only say a special magic about honor flight. It's tough to put in words. We say it's a trip of a lifetime, and everybody here goes, that's a bold statement. Those alumni of honor flight, do you think that's kind of accurate, a trip of a lifetime? I don't think we're overselling that on the marketing side. Because it is camaraderie. It's, you have an opportunity to go with a group of your comrades. It opens the door to letting go and communicating. Most of the honor flight team are veterans. When we hit the ground in DC, about 15 active duty Marines meet us to assist as guardians. And I'll tell you what, they look like they're 12 years old. It is just amazing. Are you sure you're not in the Cub Scouts? No, you're a Marine. Man, you look like a little kid. So it is a place where you can feel comfortable opening up. And I know from many a story, a little more about me. I joined Honor Flight in 2015. I've been on over 30 flights now. Honor Flight Austin has had 69 flights, averaging 40 to 50 veterans per flight. So we've flown over 2,600 veterans from Central Texas. And for our World War II veterans, we will fly a World War II vet from anywhere in Texas, Korean War veteran or Korean War era veteran, anywhere in Texas. Our Vietnam veterans, anywhere in the surrounding 14 counties to Travis. And we just opened it up at our last board meeting to Vietnam-era veterans. We wanted to put that priority up for the VSM, individuals in country. We've been able to do that and have flown 700 Vietnam veterans who are in country. Now we want to open it up to the era veterans. As I always say, the moment you do this, you're in, and now it's up to the government to place you. If you're in Oklahoma, you had a major role during the Vietnam War in keeping that motor running, keeping that engine going. So it's now open to era. I always say it's the 14 surrounding counties, but if someone happens to step up, maybe San Antonio or Houston, I might say, do you know anybody who has a mailing address in this area? Well, let's work together, because I'll never turn a veteran down for a flight. And we really want to work very hard to fill our flights. So I mentioned we have just completed our 69th flight last weekend, the 5th and 6th. We are hoping to fill 8 more flights next year, so it'll be 4 in the spring, 4 in the fall. We take the summer off, because if you think it's humid here, oh, no. DC was literally built on a swamp, and I won't go down the political story here, but the humidity there, you could chew. Houston's pretty close, but we take the summer off, and then we take the winter off. We do have one special flight coming up for the December 7th, 80th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. If you can believe, 80 years ago was the attack on Pearl Harbor. We're bringing 12 World War II vets for a special ceremony at the World War II Memorial. We have extra seats if you want to go back. We'll talk. So really it is about finding more veterans to fill these flights. We have April 1st and 2nd is our first flight that we have locked down. That's the Niall Maxwell, Maxwell family of dealerships. He supported us on, sponsored 6 flights now. And he likes to go during the Cherry Blossom Festival. So our first flight is the Cherry Blossom Festival. Frank is going to be on that flight to see those pretty pink flowers. And then we're going to do 3 more, and then 3 more again in the fall, 4 more in the fall. So we like to do community flights if at all possible. We've done 2 Lakeway flights. I'm from Lakeway. I was in charge of the 2nd flight. We've done Hays County, Gillespie County. We've done a Sun City flight. We've done a number of community flights, and it's fun to bring people together. And when I say that, I'm not looking for a nickel. We are fully funded by private donors. Niall Maxwell, Venturi, Sabo Development. He's a proud West Pointer who sponsored a flight in October. And anybody on that October flight? Yeah. So very proud West Pointer. He said, going forward, I want to sponsor 2 flights a year. Average flight's $50,000. So I'd say that's a proud West Pointer, proud Army veteran. So I'm not looking for a penny, and that makes me happy because I hate raising money. I just want to be with veterans. So if we could get a Sun City flight together, we can put 40 on a plane, we can put 50 on a plane. We fly with Southwest Airlines, and Southwest Airlines is a great partner because they give us e-passes, which means I think they gave us 30 free tickets this year to offset, but we take up half the aircraft. We always go on first. We take the front seats, and then civilians go to the rear. Southwest are huge supporters. The individuals that had flown with us probably remember going down the jet bridge, and it's all red, white, and blue. They decorate with flags, and it's pretty darn special. We fly out of Austin Bergstrom on a Friday, about noon to 1 o'clock. We come back on Saturday between 6 and 8 o'clock. So we're only taking you out of town for one night, and that makes spouses happy because they don't trust you that much. So we fly out, we have a great dinner, we tell stories, we wake up too darn early in the morning, we travel all over DC. We start off with the World War II Memorial, where we have an active duty honor guard, an active duty bugler. And I'll ask the question that I'm bewildered to this day. I was in for a while, and you start collecting ribbons. And when you look at an active duty bugler, usually an E7, first off, I could never get any of my E6s to E7, but he's an E7. How do you get a medal when you play the bugle? But they have pretty good fruit salad up there. So we do that. We start off at World War II. We walk to the wall. We go to the Korean War Memorial. We offer anyone and everyone a wheelchair if you'd like it or just want to have it nearby. All of our individuals receive a guardian who's either an active duty Marine. If you do have an active duty Marine, put your wallet in your front pocket. And we make sure that you're in good hands. They take care of you by taking photos, giving you water, food, snacks, anything you need. So basically, we will spoil you rotten at no cost to you. Did we spoil you rotten on your flight? Yes, we did. We feel good about that. From Korea, we go to the Marine Memorial, Navy Memorial, Air Force Memorial. We go to the Changing of the Guard at Arlington. Anybody here see the Changing of the Guard at Arlington? Everybody asks me, here we are, we have seen, there's Coast Guard, there's Merchant Marine, there's Seabee, there's no Army Memorial. And I just heard a good story from a proud active duty Army captain who said, the United States is our memorial. So that's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good. But I say it's Arlington, Too Many Unknown Soldier, 3rd Infantry Regiment, Old Guard. That is Army pride. Once we go there, active duty Army, that's our home. So it's very special. Sometimes we will lay a wreath, other times, depending on time, we may not. We go to American Disabled for Life, which is one of the newer memorials in the last 4 years, and FDR. FDR has the prettiest setting you ever have seen. Did you see the FDR Memorial? It just goes all the way down, and oh, it's beautiful. So you hear my list of things we do, you go, there's no way we can do that in 6 hours. I think, yes, we can. We'll show it to you. So we have 2 buses. We travel quickly. If you want to just stay on the bus and relax, stay on the bus and relax. It's your schedule. For us, it's all about safety. And if you want to just let it ride, you don't want to get off at Navy, or if you don't want to get off at Marine or any location, you can stay on the bus and relax with your guardian. So it's your schedule. We head back to Reagan, fly home, takes about 3 hours, a little under 3 hours to get home, and then we let you go and tell you, whoever picks you up, we're sorry we spoiled the rotten, because now they're going to be very demanding and want everything at their beck and call. So that's the program. That's what we do. We're going to have 2 flights in April, probably 2 flights in May. All we do is take one night out of town. After dinner, we go over to the bar at the hotel and have a soda pop and tell stories. And that's where we start the process of opening up. And it's pretty special. I kind of wanted to hit that quick so I could answer any questions you all might have, because I think I'm good on time, if I'm not just throw a pencil at me. But any questions that you might have? As you think of a good question, honorflightaustin.org, because we're a nonprofit. We are a 100% voluntary organization. Everybody you see that wears the shirt is volunteer. I always say I get paid in smiles, so I'm a millionaire. It's a pretty special thing to be a part of, especially since 2015. I was able to take my dad on a flight. He's a proud Navy veteran. He wanted me to go Navy so bad. He taught at the academy. He took me to the academy, and I said, that's really nice. I want mud on my boots, and I got my mud on my boots. But he went on our very first Korean War flight, a Korean War veteran flight back in 2015, which was really special. Questions?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, in the back.
Your website is where you would sign up for an honor flight?
Yes, if you go to the website, you'll see up on the top right corner, apply. You can click on that. You can either click to go to the electronic, where you can do everything online and submit, or go to the forms and download a PDF, and you'll see all the forms there. But it is on the honorflightaustin.org. I'm also going to leave a stack of cards in the back, and we have trifolds with information as well. I'll leave with you all. Other questions? Yes, sir.
I don't have a question, but if anybody knows anybody that's pretty sick, having to wear a wheelchair or need help, then they have a medic on that place. They have a vet, and this guy here will pick you up, push you on the toilet, then pick you back up, and he goes back and cleans the toilet up, and he's laughing the whole time. And he says, no excuse for him not going. He needs to go.
Thank you for bringing that up. I told Frank I was going to mention that, but
And whenever you go to get off, there's so many people that are loving you. Kitchen, we had one guy with a beard that looked like Technicolor clown. But you come back down, it has same color though, but the women just jump all over you. I know that's.
that is not an honor flight promise. We will not supply the women. I just want a foundation there, but thank you for bringing that up. We will always have 3 Austin EMTs, and they're phenomenal. I always say, the lifesavers say, we're not lifesavers, we're life extenders. They are there to help in any way, shape, or form. We have nurses on board. We have, as I mentioned earlier, if you think you might want a wheelchair, we'll bring a wheelchair just so it's there. But it is about safety first and always. We have flown 2,600 veterans. We have brought home 2,601 veteran because on our flight home one time, there's a Vietnam vet on board, not part of our group. We adopted him. So we actually brought one more than we've taken to DC. That's a pretty good run, I'd say. But with the EMTs, it is, in my opinion, safer to be on an honor flight than on your couch. Because you have medical team, we have a doctor in charge of nursing comes on with us. We have 3 Austin Police Department undercover to come with us. We don't identify them, but you'll notice that they have a pretty good sized bulge in their shirt. And that's all safety and security. We've never needed them, but you never know if you will in the future, but it's good to have that safety. Am I running out of time, sir?
Yeah, we've got this on videotape. If there's a couple quick questions, we got to move on, but.
Oh, yes, sir?
You need volunteers.
So volunteers, what we typically do is help out at the airport. We have 3 types of guardians. We have Austin Guardian that helps at the airport on Fridays, drops off at the plane, goes home, comes back Saturday. We have full-time guardians that go on the flight dedicated to a veteran. And then we have DC Guardians on the ground in DC who help us just in that area. So if you want to help in the Austin side, then it's also on our website. Yes, sir. I think I'm running out of time. But Korean War veteran, yes.
I'm 91 years old, and I know I would need a wheelchair. Could my daughter come with me to take care of her?
Very good question. Thank you, sir. And thank you. You are not forgotten. We've got 54 million South Koreans to thank our Korean War veterans every day of the year. Yes, for World War II and Korean War veterans, we like to have a family member come to assist and just any medical needs necessary, plus it makes it pretty special. For our Vietnam veterans, you're all young and you can run to the next memorial. You'll get a Marine to go with you, but yes, if you sign up, we'll make sure, and all the information is on the website. And the general's getting ready to pull me off this spot, so I've got to run. But thank you all. If you have another event, and I know Frank, we're going to work together next week for a function. I live out in Lakeway, but I will be anywhere at any time for any reason to get one veteran signed up, and I'll buy the donuts. So if you ever think that, hey, I've got a few folks coming together, I want to let them know about Honor Flight, I'm there. So just let me know. Thank y'all. I broke it.
It's okay, we can handle it.